was the best lineup in the MLB?
Houston Astros. I mean, this is a team that I get geeked out about. I know the Dodgers, Yankees, there's some pretty sick lineups out there, so I get there's competition. But let's be real. George Springer, Alex Bregman, who I have as the MVP for this season, Jose Altuve, who's already won an MVP, Carlos Correa, Yordan Alvarez, a name a lot of people don't know, was Rookie of the Year last year. He hit over 20 home runs in the first 60 games of last year's season. I think he is going to turn some heads in just 60 games this year. This is a lineup up and down. Yuli Gurriel, I mean, I could go on and on and on. And they've even got guys off the bench like Kyle Tucker that can come in at any point. So I get really excited about this Houston Astros team. I know because of the sign stealing, they don't get a ton of love, but they're still ridiculously good.
Jessica, look. The Astros have this monster lineup. The Dodgers have a monster lineup. I think it's the Yankees, and I don't think it's close. And I want to take you through it. Forget about the batting order. Let's go position for position. Catcher Gary Sanchez is one of the greatest slugging catchers, home run hitting catchers in the history of baseball. Like, in terms of a home run threat at catcher, there aren't many ever who've been like him. First base, they have a platoon, Jessica, of Luke Voit and Mike Ford. No one even thinks about these guys. One's a righty, one's a lefty. They're both 350 on base, 500 slugging guys. Like, when last seen in decent sample sizes. Second base, they got DJ LeMahieu. LeMahieu was supposed to be, like, Gleyber Torres was supposed to be second base. They're going to use LeMahieu as a platoon, but he's a Gold Glove caliber second baseman whose bat made him fourth in MVP voting last year. Third base on Duhar, one of the best hitting rookies 2 years ago. Professional hitter, goes down with an injury. They bring up Urshela, who's all glove, right? No bat. He was a 350, 500 guy. 350 on base, 500 slugging, 21 home runs, hit 314. Gleyber Torres now plays shortstop. Didi Gregorius, they let go of because there's no room for him. Not just to sign the ace, Garrett Cole, but because where are you going to play DD when Gleyber's probably the best overall player on the team, who's now your shortstop? In the outfield, Giancarlo Stanton, before he got to the Yankees, hit 59 home runs. When last seen basically healthy and acclimated, he's a 59 home run threat. Aaron Judge, when last healthy, 400 plus on base, 600 plus slugging, 52 home runs, and since then, he's been a monster, but that was the last time he was healthy for a full season. Well, but Max, they're not healthy all the time. Right, that's why they have Brett Gardner, who slugged 500, can play all three outfield positions. They bring up Mike Tauchman, another 350, 500 guy, Jessica. Like, every single player at every single position, usually multiple at the same position, does that. To say nothing of a guy like Clint Frazier, who has like the quickest bat in the majors. You can't find him in that bat. I may be forgetting someone. The Yankees lineup this upcoming season, whether they're healthy or not, has a chance to be the best of all time.
I'll take my Astros lineup, this lineup, and not my Astros, but this Astros lineup against yours any day, because the point you made about health, and I know that's something, but you haven't even seen these guys on the field together. I mean, the way that this lineup is conformed, I love it. I love the Yankees lineup. I think it's amazing. But the Houston Astros and what they can do, the athleticism, the stolen bases, I love the versatility. And I mean, we're talking like apples and apples. I feel like the Houston Astros have that advantage because of their experience of playing together, how long this core has been able to play. And we've seen it with what they've been able to prove on the field. And I love exactly who they are, especially because they got so many young guys continuing to come up like we see with the Yankees too.
But that doesn't, like, chemistry matters, I agree, in terms of the overall season. On the margins, that can make a difference. Teams that come up through the minors together are better than mercenary teams. Even if they put up similar numbers, you'll probably win more games. That history has told us. So I get that. But that really relates to all components of a team in the field, pitching, hitting, everything. Just in terms of your lineup, production is production. And Jessica, you know what else? When you look at teams where even the guys they call up, everyone I just gave you is a 350, 500 guy, like minimum. Everyone on the team. When you have lineups like the great all-time teams, the Detroit Tigers in '84, they just ran away with it. The Yankees in '98, the Mets in '86, those kind of teams where the Reds in the '70s, when you're going, oh my God, they won 100 plus games. They had the whole thing wrapped up in a couple of months. those were the teams where you look at the bench players and the role players, all were hitting. They were all hitting. The backup catcher, the backup third baseman, whoever it is, that's the Yankees. The guys who may not even make the roster could be in the middle of the lineup in a lot of eras in terms of the numbers they're putting up. It's everywhere, Jessica. They don't have a weak bat on the roster.
2019 was exactly that. I mean, I agree with you. It was ridiculous. I mean, the guys they were bringing up, and you mentioned DJ Leahy wasn't even supposed to be a starter. He wasn't even on their opening day roster. What I like about Astros for 2020, what we're talking about today, right now, this team has a crazy chip on their shoulder. What do they have to prove? Everyone thinks the only way they hit is because they cheat. I can attest that this is a team that will hit without stealing signs. I mean, they are so talented, but they have to prove that now. Everyone's going to be looking to them to be able to show that this is a team that can put up crazy offensive numbers without stealing signs.
They will. They'll put up crazy offensive numbers. Altuve, when it looked like he was stealing those signs, don't take his shirt off, it looked like he was mic'd up, also probably stole the MVP award from Aaron Judge that year. By the way, you could argue that even based on the seasons they have, let alone if Altuve was cheating.
All right, well, it's opening day. We're talking about the
I think
best
Alex
lineup in
Bregman,
baseball.
though, is going to get it this year.
Jessica, you like the Astros, Max, of course. You're choosing the Yankees. Every day of the year would be the same answer, so we'd expect completely unbiased, which is great. You're a loyal fan.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.